Good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. To the new subscribers, welcome. Now we say happy Friday. Now, when you guys see me forward this time, then you guys know I have something important to say to you guys. Guys, it's like every time these stories comes out here, it's like we fall in 400 years backwards. This is a sad story of the murder of Sonya Massey. A 36-year-old unarmed African American woman was murdered by Sean Grayson, a deputy, right, of in Illinois, office in the Woodside Township near Springfield, Illinois, in United States. This occurred July 6, 2024. Trial been happening for a while, stuff like that. We came to the verdict of, Sean Grayson, the deputy. They basically found him guilty of second-degree murder instead of first-degree murder. This story take a bizarre turn, you all, in regards of, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. And you'd be like, what, huh? Say who now? Yes, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. Sonya Massey basically said, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. She had a pot of boiling water on the stove. And by the time she should say, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord, to Sean Grayson, the deputy, before that, he warned her that he would shoot her in her head or shoot her in her face or some sort. And after she said, I rebuke in the name of the Lord, the gunshots end up coming in the name of the devil, basically. So I don't know if you have heard about the story. This story is a sad, sad, sad story. But let's unpack the story quick and fast. I am going to read to my best of my ability, guys. But I'm also going to give you guys the audio and fill you guys even more in depth of this story. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of the introduction of the story. And then we're going to move on into something else. And then we're going to go from there. All right, guys? So, like I said, this young woman, okay, one second. This young woman, guys, okay, one second, right here. All right. This young woman, life cut short. We get to understand in this whole situation, Sonya Massey, the 36-year-old black female, have some kind of mental issue, they claim. Sometimes when a lot of us don't see eye to eye with persons, or a lot of time we don't see eye to eye with people, a lot of times when you don't agree with someone and go their way, basically they will always say that you have sometimes mental problems. When it's not of that sort, sometimes you just don't understand that person, right? But anywho, they claim that she had some kind of mental issue, yada, yada, yada. The family is not happy with the verdict, second-degree murder. Come on, telling her you're going to shoot her, then end up shooting her after she said, I rebuke in the name of the Lord. He said, not the baseball bat that was hanging right there beside Sonya Massey before she got up off the couch and end up in the kitchen. Remember, it's a pot of boiling water, guys. So if you come to her house, remember, she's the one who called the police, the sheriff department, because she think there's a prowler, like somebody is prowling around her home. So she asked for help. We don't know if that's the mental episode was happening then, where she thought she heard somebody outside or saw somebody outside, rather. She called. They came, and they came like it was very a deaf tone. He was more like, man, what is she like? Basically, the attitude that he came with, along with, was almost like, why, what is it now? That kind of attitude. What is she bothering us for now? That kind of attitude, right? Now, fast forward in the house. If you come to someone's house, you don't see nobody outside. Why are you coming in the house? You don't have a warrant. You don't have a warrant out for her arrest. Her arrest. You know, she didn't say the person came in the house. She said there was somebody outside. You check it out. You said nobody's now out there. Da 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 da. You should just go on your way. Anyway, he end up in the house. There was a baseball bat right beside her, or maybe a little bit away from her. He wasn't scared of that. After he asked her, is there a pot of boiling water over there of some sort? She ended up get up off the couch and end up in the kitchen where the pot of boiling water was. And by the time he said some nonsense, I'll shoot you or something of that sort, she said, I rebuke in the name of the Lord. And there goes a bag of barrage of gunshots, because he claims that he was in fear of his life, for the woman to throw the hot water on him. Make that make sense for me. So why did you make her get up to go in the kitchen where the hot water was when she was sitting on the couch very comfortably, or needed help because she's going through a mental episode? So second-degree murder, I am not sure. But anyhow, let's unpack the story quick and fast. On July 6, 2024, Sonya Massey, a 36-year-old unarmed African-American woman, was murdered by Sean Grayson, a deputy of Sangamon County Sheriff's Office in Woodside Township near Springfield, Illinois, United States. Grayson was fired by Sheriff's Office and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder on July 17, 2024. He pled self-defense at this trial, which began on October 22nd, 2025. On October 29th, the jury found him guilty of second-degree murder. Massey had called 911 about a possible prowler in her house. Grayson, around her house, guys, okay? Not in her house, around her house. Grayson and Sheriff Deputy Dawson Farley responded and found nothing after searching and moving inside in her house, okay? The deputies requested her ID and Massey began searching for it. The situation escalated quickly when Massey removed a pot of boiling water from her stove after the deputies asked her to check on it. So what did I say? What did I say? They made her go over there. The pot of boiling water where he was claimed that he was in fear for his life. How can you tell this woman to go check on the boiling water, and when she check on the boiling water, you end up telling her you're going to shoot her? So why did you make her come off the couch? If somebody's sitting on the couch and you believe that the person is a threat, why would you tell the person to go check on the hot water? That's going to make it even more a dangerous threat, because you could be second-degree burned right through with the hot water. That make sense for me? Let's continue. So that was a way to eliminate her? Was that a way to just go quick kill and make stories and cry self-defense? Oh, no. Anyways, the situation escalated quickly when Massey removed a pot of boiling water from her stove after the deputies asked her to check on it. So let me ask you a question. You hear deputies? More than one. So why the officer never let the lady, Sonya Massey, sit on the couch and then tell his partner, can you remove the pot of hot water off the stove and pour it down the sink? Not I? No one? Anyone? Oh. In this whole bizarre story, guys, and escalation, guys, this man has been fired from couple departments, deputy departments, and still, jobs, or I won't say, not even departments. Well, he was fired from couple deputy station or institution, and end up land a job, because obviously those things didn't care when anybody hired them, but when it comes to somebody else, everybody care what in the person's past or not. Really and truly. But anyhow, let's continue. Oh, guys, I tell you, right? The situation escalated quickly when Massey removed a pot of boiling water from the stove after the deputies asked her to check on it. So much time I repeat that. Remember, she was sitting on the couch. I am going to show you guys a video in a minute. Okay? All right. Massey lifted the pot and said twice, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Grayson screamed that he would effing shoot her right in her effing face. Drew his service pistol and yelled, drop the effing pot. Massey apologized and ducked behind the counter, raised her hands and briefly rose. Grayson then shot at her 3 times when one shot fatally, guys, okay, wounding Massey in the head. Not only that, guys, when the partner shouted, let me go and get my kit, Grayson, the deputy who fired the 3 shot, said, nah, man, forget about it. It's a headshot. So not even render aid, only his partner. In this bizarre case and this crazy case and this rebuke in the name of the Lord case, that he was in fear for his life after he hear about God. Remember, when you hear about God, you should take it down a notch. The man took it up a notch and a notch and a notch till he ended up shooting 3 rounds of bullets. Said he was in fear of the boiling water in the name of the Lord. Guys, let's continue. Early on the morning of July 6, 2024, Massey called 911, okay, as she believed that someone had broken into her car, somewhat home. 2 deputies, Grayson and Farley, responded, okay, all right, and searched Massey's backyard and immediately the property and all of that, guys, all right. Finding no evidence of any suspicious activity or persons, the officers approached Massey's front door and Grayson knocked multiple times. After approximately 3 minutes, Massey opened the door and engaged in a conversation with the deputies. All right? The deputies informed Massey that they had not found anyone in their search. While Massey used her cell phone as deputies prepared to end the exchange, Farley walked around the side of Massey's house to report the license plate number of the vehicle in her driveway that Massey informed deputies was not hers. Massey and Grayson continued to engage in conversation. After Farley walked back to the Massey front door, the 3 entered Massey residence. All right? Inside the home, Grayson repeatedly asked Massey to provide her driver's license and discuss the vehicle parked in her driveway. Now, this is why I don't understand about officers. Why is it that when they come on your property, whether you're renting or you owned, and they come for something else, they need to worry about the vehicle and pump up the vehicle? What does the vehicle have to do with someone calling you and saying that there's probably a prowler somewhere in the backyard? You say you found no prowler, you found no evidence of somebody breaking in. No evidence of anyone prowling around. So why would you want to even go in the house to ask this woman about her driver's license? Make that make sense for me. Is that the rule? Is that the protocol for some people, or is that the protocol for everyone? Kiss my teeth and pass, like literally. Next. In the next of the paragraph, like now. Okay? After they asked her for the driver's license, people, they were discussing the parked car in the driveway because evidently they claimed that Sonya Massey, the lady that he killed, said that the car didn't belong to her. But what we got to understand in this case, people, she's a little bit having some kind of mental issue and some mental situation, they claim. So is it possible she don't remember that the car belongs to her when she's having her episode? Anyhow, let's move on. As Farley looked around the residence, Massey can be seen looking through a small stack of papers and her purse. At one point, Massey asked Grayson to hand her a Bible. Oh, Father God. So this woman says, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. Ask your prayer for a Bible, and you still shot this woman 3 times. That you claimed you're scared that she was going to burn you up with the hot water. remember, she was on the couch already sitting. It's you and your partner. You could have easily said to your partner, go and turn off the stove and move the the pot of hot water and pour it down the sink. And let her remain on the couch where you were safe and she was safe. Once you told her to go look over the pot of water, hot water, then this is where you have the excuse now to say you're in fear of your life from the hot water. But mind you guys, in that same room, there was a baseball bat right there beside him while she was sitting on the couch, and he wasn't even in fear of the baseball hat. Didn't even the baseball bat. Didn't even see the baseball hat. Didn't even care to document that he saw the baseball bat. Why do I keep on saying hat? Too much baseball is in my mind from the other day with the games and stuff, guys. Sorry. All right? This is crazy to me. Right? But anyhow, after they continue to engage in a conversation, right? Farley walked back to Massey's front door. Okay? Fast forwarding, people. Remember, mind you, let's say this again. Remember, she called and said that she think there's a prowler. 2, they claim, say, whose car is that? They claim that. They check out the backyard. They check out everything. And there's no prowler. So wasn't the officer supposed to go their way? Okay, ma'am, we didn't see anything. Okay, have a good night. Bye. If you think you hear something else, please call us back. We will return. Isn't that how it's supposed to go? So when you go to a woman's house, you find no prowler. She asks for help. She calls. She said she thought she hear a prowler. Okay, everybody have a right. I'm assuming. You found no one there. Why did you have to go knock on her door 3 times? Okay, you knock on the door to let her know. Okay, ma'am, there's nobody there. Okay, fine, give you that. But why did you proceed to go in the house when this woman is not under arrest? You have no warrant out for her arrest. She only called saying there's a prowler. I think there's a prowler outside or maybe possible broken into my home. You check out the backyard. You said there's no broken glasses, nothing of that sort. So why did you proceed to go in the home? And while you proceeded in the home, while the hot water was on the stove, when that poor girl maybe was trying to get some cup of tea. You know how we do? You know how we do more time. We love some kind of tea. Some people drink coffee. Whatever you drink. Most of the time in a home like us, we always boiling something. Right? You came in. She was on the couch sitting down. What did you claim, guys? She was sitting down ravaging through her purse because what did the officer ask her for? Her driver's license. What occurred? The car in the driveway, she said she don't know who car is it. But we get to understanding the story, people. They claim that she has a little bit of mental problem. Allegedly. Because I haven't confirmed that yet. Okay, guys? So this case happened last year. And it came to trial fast, almost. Because now they found the deputy guilty of 2nd-degree murder. In the name of the Lord. I rebuke in the name of the Lord. That's what Sonya Massey shouted out to the deputy. While she was ravaging through her purse, guys, she told the deputy, can you pass me the Bible? Let's unpack from there. Okay, I'm just mentioning all these things because just to let you guys know how disturbing this case is. So let me ask you guys before we finish the paragraph here. If you're a deputy and the lady's looking for her driver's license, she said, pass me the Bible. Isn't it time to take it down a notch or bring it up a notch? The man said from the lady shouted a rebuke in the name of the Lord. She was going to throw the hot water on him. Mind you, guys, she was already sitting in the couch safely. All he had to do was tell his partner, go and take off the pot off the stove and pour the hot water down the damn sink if that was a threat. Why would you make somebody come off the couch, go in the kitchen where the hot water is, and when you said to her, I will shoot you. And she said, I rebuke in the name of the Lord. you end up shooting her 3 times. When you shot her 3 times and your partner ready to render aid, you said, nah, man, it's a headshot. And they found you guilty of second-degree murder after you were in many other deputy offices, and they let you go because you have a bad track record, forging record, lying record, all kind of gangster ways as being a deputy. Oh, mama mia, mama. So we have to shout 400 years backwards. Let's unpack the story from, she said, give me the Bible, deputy, please and thanks. Okay? Boiling down the story. At one point, Massey asked Grayson, that's the officer, to hand her the Bible. After around a minute and a half searching, the deputies mentioned a pot of boiling water on Massey's stove and requested that she check on it. So did you hear me? Why did he tell her to get up off the couch where she's safe and he's safe as your deputy and go put her in her arms way? So when she have the pot now and move the pot now, you have the way now to engage her and shoot her and say, I'm in fear of my life because she said, I rebuke in the name of the Lord with the hot water. Hey, yo, when the demons stand up right in front of you, not even Bible could quench them. Can't quench, can't cool, can't quench. As Capleton will sing. Seriously, when the fire is burning, the devil have to jump up and run. Because the devil is a liar. And a liar. However you want to say it, bro. So when this woman said, pass me the Bible, you didn't take it down a notch. You let the devil ride you after you hear about the Bible. The demon jump out after you heard about the Bible and tell her to get up off the couch to kill the woman. If you don't believe in God and you believe in something else, okay. Everybody have the right nowadays to practice whatever they practice out here as a religion. Remember good. And a lot of people will say, well, that's the religion that they've been holding down black people for 400 years. Because here we're praying to a God that is invisible. But we still pray. We still believing in him. Yes. So it's disturbing and troubling for me. So I knew about this case. This case been like in my brain rent-free, guys. But you know when you're busy, you're busy. Yes. You know, when you're out there and you don't know you have to be out there, you be like, I'm going to come and do a content. But when I can't do a content, I'm going to come and drop 1 and 2 things for the masses. You understand, people? Because I've been out and about busy, family life, work life, all kind of life. And we're like, yeah, have some time off. So make we just sit down and said, you know what? I got to come and unpack. So this is what I'm unpacking. Right there in Illinois, sheriff deputy found guilty of fatal shooting, Sonya Massey. Have you heard about the story, guys? Let me finish unpack it, and then I'm going to give you guys the audio, and we could talk about the story some more. I have some more things that I unpack. I really did my homework today, guys, for you guys, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come and give you guys a content. I'm going to use my big body phone and do it. I'm not even going to come live so you guys could see me, but I'm going to talk to you guys in the background, and we're going to unpack this content from one end to the next because I have a lot of stuff to insert in this content. I'm becoming lazy. Yes. When it comes to the YouTube, I can't get to sit down and maths out how to insert the stuff that when I'm talking to you that you guys could see me, so I could insert it while I'm talking and say, okay, that this and that. You know how you guys do it when you think, because I'm like playing right now with YouTube. It's like I don't take it that serious, and I should even say that. I take it serious, but not that serious as in I could sit down and really meds out how to insert these things and sit down and just relax and let my laptop do the work for me. But one of these days, you'll be like, oh my, yeah, she got it. Dumb pack, like how we are unpack the story. Nevertheless, folks, okay? Nevertheless, so the man let this woman got up and requested for her to check on it. Let's go from there. As they don't need a fire, we're here. You hear what he said? Massey, listen, the deputies mentioned a pot of boiling water, Massey on the stove, and requested that she check on the hot water, the boiling water, as they don't need a fire while we were here. That's the officer telling her that. That's why she got up off the couch, and I'm going to show you guys, yes? After Massey picked up the pot of water and walked from her stove to her sink. Oh, you tell me no. What do you think she was going to do with it? Throw it on the deputy? If somebody going to throw the hot water, you're going to walk from your stove to your sink You're not. You're just gonna throw it one shot, boom. Because remember, second and third degree burn is worse. So you want to throw it the first hot one, it just come off of the stove, bam, and you get it in your eye, in your face, whatever. Hot water maybe sometimes faster than the gun. Cause by the time she go like that, maybe you're I'm sure to react. But the way how we see it nowadays days, a lot of time when these people interact with us allegedly, their gun is already on cock. Is that so? Allegedly. Don't mix me. You understand? Let's unpack. It's disturbing and troubling the name of the Lord. I rebuke in the name of the Lord. Hand me the Bible while the lady's looking for the driver's license, and the demon jump out like Lucifer, brother, sister, and mama or mother. Seriously. Could you imagine? Anyhow. Walk from her stove to her sink. Farley Grayson moved backwards. Massey asked the officers why they moved away from her. So she never had no intent to throw no hot water at nobody. Because people don't think when you have hot water, you're going to dash it. You're throwing that shit like that. Sorry, my French. You're throwing that hot water. You're throwing that SHI. Fill in the rest. You understand? So once she realized they jumped back, she may be like, why are they running away? Kiss me teeth and pass, like literally. Let's continue. Grayson replied that he was distancing himself from the pot of boiling water. Massey repeated her question and said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. After Massey repeated her statement of Grayson prompting, Grayson drew his gun and replied, you better effing not. I swear to God, I will effing shoot you right in your effing face. Not me said it. Hey, 1 second. Not me said it, man. Because I don't want you guys to think I'm making up stories here, okay? I am not making up any stories. So I'm going to take off the screen for a second. 1 second. Let me try to figure this out, okay? 1 second. I'm trying to get to blank screen. Okay, good. Read with me. What did the deputy say? I rebuke you. See there? In the name of Jesus. After Massey repeated her statement, Grayson drew his gun and replied, you better effing not. I swear to God, I will effing shoot you right now in your effing face. So am I lying? Am I lying? That's the deputy. That's the deputy. So let me ask you a question. If the lady said, give me the Bible before she give you the driver's license, and then she say, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord, and you jump out and say, I swear to God, I will effing shoot you. When did you realize that God is talking to you? You the demon? And God is in the midst, you the demon, and you make Lucifer, brother, sister, auntie, cousin, and everybody overrule you for you to shoot the sister who's having a mental episode, you guys claim, allegedly. So how come it escalated so fast, officer, deputy, sir? And now they only gave you second-degree murder. So your charges is only not even life. You're getting like 4 years to 20 years, not even. Not only that, you have a bad track record. Forging, lying, till they fire you, let you go, till they say, okay, let me give you a job because you're privileged. That will never happen to some of us out here. Not even with one thing. We still can't get no job out here most of the time, much less you have so many opportunities and you end up coming to kill because the lady said, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. The lady said, pass me the Bible, and you said, I swear to God. Make that make sense for me now, deputy. So when you hear about God, you were supposed to take it down a notch. De-escalate, please and thanks. So do I need to read this anymore and keep on continue? After that, people, him shooter, Farley also drew his gun. Massey immediately apologized, saying, okay, I am sorry. And dropped the floor behind the kitchen, dropped to the floor behind the kitchen counter. Remember when he shot her, she still saying, I'm sorry, I believe. However, Deputies advanced from the living room towards the kitchen with their weapons trained, and Massey, after several seconds of shouting orders for Massey to drop the pot of water, Grayson fired 3 shots at her, fatally wounded her. News reported the footage of the shooting showed that Massey may be holding the pot of water above her head right before the shots are fired. Okay. Farley, the shots had been fired, and he radioed it and said the shots been fired, and there was woman with a headshot wound. He began to leave to grab his medical kit. However, Grayson discouraged him from doing so. So when his partner ready to say, "Let me go grab my kit," he said, nah, man, it's a headshot. Just leave her. She dead. She gone. Bye. So he never give her the right to give her some space after he said there was no prowler in the backyard. Once you said there's no prowler in the backyard, once you pump up the car and the car never said theft, thief, stolen, anything that come up on the car that you would have a problem with the car, you should have go about your damn business. But a lot of times, a lot of use, when you guys go around people of color, at times they claim allegedly, don't mix me, when to leave from something else gone to car problem. How does somebody ask you about a prowler? When you pump up the car, did you find that the car was stolen? Did you find out that the car belonged to a prowler or a thief or a gunman? So even if you pump up that car and the car says the Bronx, none of your business because the car is not stolen. Right? You never caught her in the car. She said it's not her car in the driveway. Okay, you asked her for the driver's license. Until now, in this whole case, from the case been happening, guys, until now, we never heard that the car in the driveway didn't belong to Massey, didn't belong to her family, or it was a stolen car. So the deputy looking for problems. That Grayson guy was looking for problems because once you came and you said no prowler, and you're not gonna do a bop, 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 bop. Oh, ma'am, we didn't see anybody. Everything is fine. Okay, ma'am, if you see anything, you hear anything, please call us. We'll be back. That's it. Go about your ways. You end up going inside asking her for a driver's license. When she say, "Oh, give me the Bible," instead of passing the driver's license, you should have known that clink, 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 something is not right with this lady. Maybe we need to go check her in a hospital, or maybe clink, 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 let's call her family member and let's see if she has a medical issue of mental illness. Nothing of that sort. We don't deserve all of that time. The way you came like, say, you're coming down to war. You're coming to come shoot a hog, or you're coming to come shoot beer cans back in the days when your papa used to train you how to shoot. Or you just come down like you're ready to shoot a squirrel and you didn't give a shit because the squirrel can't talk and the squirrel cannot claim anything in court. That's how you came. Like, it's very crazy to me to know that you left from prowler in the backyard to driver's license to swear to effing God, to pass the Bible, to rebuke in the name of the Lord, to remove the lady off the couch, to go in the kitchen with the hot water almost in her hand, and then you shoot her, kill her, and justify, "I was in fear of my life, of the pot and God, and rebuke you in the name." Am I crazy? I guess so. Am I crazy or he's crazy? Seriously. And I'm just being a sarcastic jackass at this point because I'm disturbed, rather troubled. Seriously. So anyways, now guys, I ain't gonna pot this anymore. She was pronounced dead, da 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 da. Moving on. Okay, so let's get to the audio. Please and thank you, okay? Because I like to give you guys the backstory, all right? And then I like to give you guys the audio to fill in this whole content because I got a bag of things to talk about because in the week I'll be so busy. So if you don't get a content, then you don't know this is a content and the content is going to go on. But I got some other content to give you guys because I got some free time. So I said when I got some free time, girl is going to come talking, come packing and all of that. So let's get to Sonya Massey and the whole drama and whole his content together. So let's get to the video quick and fast, yes?
Tonight in Illinois, former Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder in the shooting of 36-year-old Sonya Massey.
I'm going to turn this up 1 second.
The verdict carrying a sentence of up to 20 years in prison. But Massey's family and other supporters had been hoping for a conviction on first-degree murder.
I'm fueled by rage right now. If you get an officer that says he's going to shoot you in the face, and then he shoots you in the face, and you only get second-degree murder.
Grayson stoic as the verdict was read. The jury ultimately finding Grayson shot Massey in her kitchen last year and that his claim of needing to use deadly force was unreasonable. This after Grayson testified he perceived Massey's behavior as a threat. The Springfield mother of two had called 911 about a possible prowler picking up a pot of boiling water and saying, prosecutors arguing Grayson could have left Massey's home after she ducked behind her counter and apologized.
See there, look.
Massey's father angry, but hopeful Grayson will receive the maximum sentence.
Because he showed no remorse. He was so cocky throughout this whole trial.
Felt like he was cocky.
Oh, yeah. Until today. Until
he was convicted.
Yeah. That knocked the smirk off.
And Maggie, we heard it right there. The Massey family furious. They didn't get that first-degree murder conviction. And this was a result of a late move by defense. Explain.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. Right before closing argument.
Kiss my teeth and pass. So if you didn't know this story been out here for a while, guys, almost a year now. All right? And I just want to get to that part of that video. Okay, is this the video? 1 second, man. I want to get to the video. The video is graphic, all right? So hopefully YouTube don't strike this channel with this graphic situation more time. Cause you gotta be mindful how you put stuff out here, okay? 1 second. Okay, I hope this is the video. Hopefully, is this the video? Maybe.
This morning,
1 second.
Last year, Massey had called 911 to report a disturbance.
Okay, 1 second. Here it is. 1 second.
Grayson says he took the phrase, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," as a threat, testifying he thought she was going to throw the pot of boiling water on him.
See there?
But in body camera video, Massey doesn't raise the pot until after he raises his gun. A key distinction, prosecutors say. He shoots and kills her moments later. Grayson telling the jury he didn't use a taser because he had an older model, and Massey was wearing multiple layers of clothing, saying he didn't want to take the chance of it malfunctioning. Now, before Grayson took the stand, his partner...
So he picked up that she had multiple clothing, but didn't pick up that this lady may be a little bit off her rockets that night, and maybe just need a little bit of meds to get her going again. So all when we're in our darkest time, all when we're in our lows. You see what I'm saying? And they pass Sonya Massey law, and the only time laws are passed for us is when we're in our grave and the dead man tell no tales. So haven't you heard the story? So that's why I came and unpacked the story. Because there's a lot of things are going on, but there's more time, there's always a wolf over our eyes for us not to see all of these kind of things. So in the Black community, mental illness is real. And a lot of things been happening out here. Okay? And if you guys haven't seen the story and feel a way about this story, well then, I'm not even going to shout out shame on ya. But I'm just telling you guys, America have a long way to go. And especially now, allegedly, that man is in power, won't call his name. And he removed all of that diversity act and all of that nonsense. It's a lot of shit going to be going down in all here. A lot of stuff now. A lot of stuff. So from a prowler in the backyard to pass me the Bible to you telling her to getting up off the couch to go see about the hot water, and then you justify that you're in fear of the hot water and the pot, and I pot the pot, and I rebuke you in the name of the Lord, and then shot her. And when you shot her, you shout out, no, don't bother to get your kit. It's a headshot. Make that make sense for me now, please. So are we animals? A squirrel? A beer can? Nothing? Nada? Zero? Oh my. Ouch. Let's finish unpack this story quick and fast.
Who responded to Massey's home with him said he did not see Massey as a threat before his partner fired his gun. Grayson pleading not guilty to all charges. Closing arguments, guys, could be later today. Wrap it up soon.
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
So, after that, guys, the family got a law to pass. I'm assuming that the family did sue and all of that. But it was just troubling and disturbing for right around the board, guys. I don't know Where have you guys been when it comes to this story? But let's unpack the story some more and hear from the family.
Coming out and protesting with us. But had the roles been reversed,
Listen.
when we give it back, say her name.
Say her name, Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey.
You know what we need to do back in Sangamon County? The home of the 1908 race riots, the home where President Obama announced that he was running for president. We have to continue to fight to change the law because there's no justice. It's just us. And we are tired of standing alone. And we thank our white brothers and sisters and everybody else for coming out and protesting with us. But had the roles been reversed, if that was a black man in a white woman's house, he would have got the death penalty. Well, in Illinois, we got rid of the death penalty, but he would have gotten life in prison.
Wow. They delivered the message to this jury, and their message is the one the jury said, "We rebuke you, Sean Grayson." That's what they said today. This second-degree murder charge, make no mistake, Sean Grayson is...
And it tells you quite clear, to some people, when you say a rebuke in the name of the Lord is a threat, and to some people don't have no respect for even Almighty God. Because now these days people are going into church like the other day to go shoot it up. Remember good, there was a problem. I came and unpacked that same, a little bit of that story, that news where they shoot up the church and set the church on fire and trap the church members in the church the other day. You understand what I'm saying? So the world is at its end. We will shout, possible.
convicted of murder. He is a murderer now. This is not the exact outcome the family was looking for. They wanted first-degree murder. And when you boil this case down, it comes down to 4 words. Was Donna a threat? Sonya. Was Sonya a threat? The unequivocal answer.
So this man is talking about this case and didn't even know the woman named Donna. So you're there to talk about injustice and all of this, and then you didn't remember the lady's name. You call her Donna. Oh. Sometimes when we're just a number in a book or when we're just a file, then it tells you quite clear.
Sir, is no. She was not a threat. She was never a threat. And that's what was proven in this court. The difference is that the jury found that there was some issue of self-defense. But his self-defense was not found to be reasonable, and that's the difference between the first and second-degree murder. Sean Grayson, we disagree with this. He had the cover of that counter in between him and Sonya. He had the power of a gun. He had the strength of a badge and a shield. And what did he do with that strength and power? He told Sonya, who was holding a pot, "I am going to shoot you in the face." That, ladies and gentlemen, is indicia of intent. And he carried out his intent, and he shot her exactly where he said he was going to. Not anywhere else, but right in the face. And that's where, as much as we respect the jury and this legal process and the courts and his honor for his instructions and his diligence, we still see it as a first-degree murder charge.
So do we need to say any more? Do we need to say any more? So Sonya's dad has a lot to say. Okay, Sonya's dad. So back it up. Sonya's dad and mom. Dead man tells no tale, so we have to just listen to the family members. Okay, so family members. The mom and the dad is going to speak, and we're going to wrap this up. Her mom can't even speak. Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey.
Pray for the family, please.
That's Sonya's mom?
Anybody who saw the video and thinks that it was partly Sonya's fault is inhumane. And for them to not get the life, and Sonya got life and death, he should be under the jail. I can't wait till he goes to hell. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Mom is just too much, bro.
James Wilburn. Her name was Sonya Wilburn Massey. I'm James Wilburn. I'm her father.
Judge.
Sean Grayson should be able to get out of jail. My daughter can get out of that burial vault and walk out of Oakwood Cemetery.
Judge.
And I know that that clock that's waiting for him, he can get to it as soon as he can. And it wouldn't make me any difference at all. But there's a difference in this country when you have my skin color and Grayson's skin color. We need...
They show up at times we don't have the skin for protection. Don't mix me. Okay? That's what they claim at times, but we're not sure. Is that true? We're not sure now. Oh.
Serious justice, not a miscarriage of justice that happened here in Peoria. We need to pass the George Floyd Policing Act.
You're
We
there.
need to pass the John Lewis Voting Act. We need to make the Sonya Massey law across the whole United States. Then no family in our country can go through what our family has gone through. Because this man should have never had a badge and a gun. This man was kicked out of the service. He was in 6 police departments in 3.5 years. That is shameful. Shameful on Sangamon County for even having a person like that, giving him a gun and a badge. And his gun, he had a sight on it. He had a laser sight. So all he had to do was put that laser sight where what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to shoot my daughter in the face, and he did it. He shot 3 times, but even with a laser on and going through a police academy twice, he still only shot her the once, which was good enough. But you see, my Judeo-Christian upbringing tells me to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So my joy here today is that I know I'll see my baby again. And whenever the sun opens and Gabriel blows that horn, we're going to leave here and I'll see her again. That's about all I can tell y'all right now.
Brothers and sisters. Women and gentlemen. Disturbing and troubling. When a child loses their mom, call them orphanage. When a husband and wife lose each other, you call them widows or widower. And when the parents lose their child, you call them what? A viloma, if you didn't know. So that's the story that I had to come and unpack to you guys and said, oh boy, here we are again at square one. Where at times the deputies or police officers come out in a bad light. But we know at the end of the day, their job is very hard. And we know that it's not all of them believe this way and act this way. We know that at times we also need them. And we also know that their job is dangerous and we know that their job is hard. And they go through a lot. Let's hope that the family can, get over this one of this day. You can't tell people how to heal or to grieve. So we gotta be mindful and all of that. All right, guys. So let's unpack and keep on going, moving on. We get to understand that there's a storm happening in Jamaica. And a lot of people are showing their prayers and all of that. Hopefully that the damage is not so much for everyone. but it was have been a destructive path, they claim. They said at least confirm maybe 10 dead, like maybe about 10 people dead, maybe, allegedly we'll say. But they claim it was a disaster, right? Okay, they said it was a real disaster, and we're not sure. So I'm just gonna show. They said that it's most of it is leveled a bit. So 1 second. And said a lot of things are, rambles and shambles and bambles. But hopefully everybody will pull through and get back together. So, there was a destructive path, they claim. Melissa damaged the whole place in Jamaica, they claim. And, prayers are going out to everyone. And all of that, because you never know, guys. It's not easy when those disaster goes on and do a lot. There's also a lot of Canadian people trapped and stuff like that. So all of that. So let's get to this a little bit. 1 second. Guys.
Jamaica in just 6 hours
1 second.
on Tuesday. At Category 5, it was the strongest recorded storm to make landfall in the country's history. From the air, the devastation is even more striking. And
1
for the
second.
residents who lived through it, frightening.
The wind, it was violent. It was terrible for all of us. I have a son here, and believe me, he was actually crying.
Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness surveyed the damage in the hardest hit area of St. Elizabeth. On X, he wrote, "We are going to devote all our energy to mount a strong recovery." Many parts of the island nation are still unreachable with no electricity or
Jesus.
internet.
It is not going to be an easy road, Jamaica.
Robert Collins is a Canadian living in Jamaica. He's pleading for help.
All the relationships that Jamaica has gained as a country, as a tourism country, we need to tap into those relationships, and we need to call out for help because we need it.
Canada has released $8 million in aid funding through the United Nations. The UN says they're working to mobilize supplies as soon as it's possible.
Immediately, some of the actions that will be taken is really around life support initiatives or life-sustaining initiatives, making available water, food, and other resources that immediately in need by the people being affected.
Melissa's path stretched beyond Jamaica. It also triggered deadly flooding in Haiti, where torrential rains destroyed roads and homes and caused widespread damage in Cuba.
So that's it. So basically, lots of aid and stuff like that they need, and if you could donate, do so, and all of that. Da 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 da.
Yanelis Kundalan describes the storm.
In many tropical country, you always have those disaster and stuff like that. But nevertheless, remember, Vegas had their burn down and all of that with fire and stuff like that. So if it's not one disaster, it's the next. It's just the fact that hopefully people could bounce back. Hopefully that it's less people death, less people killed, and the death toll is not that much, okay? Because in these kind of times, especially that we have climate change and all of these kind of things, and everybody want to play like they're God and all of these kind of things, at times, some things come up on us. Sometimes we don't even know where it's from. You know what I mean? All of those kind of things. But nevertheless, people unpacking, running on with this content quick and fast, yes? 1 second. We want to talk about some other things. All right, 1 second. Right now, okay. Let's talk about some things. All right, I'm gonna go through some things that I want to talk about and da 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 da. All right, so let's talk about here. So I don't know if you guys heard about this Nigerian noble. Remember, when Donald Trump was getting into power, he decided that he said that he's gonna give back his visa, or he's this and that and this and that, and he doesn't care and da 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 da. Well, apparently, his visa basically, has been revoked, and all of these things. He's a big Nigerian writer. I don't know if you guys heard about him. I don't know if you guys know some of you guys' history, know anything about this sort. But this man visa is revoked because last time he said he's gonna give back his visa because of the Donald Trump situation. I will come back another day to unpack some more about this, but I'm just giving you guys a highlight just to get this content pack or compact basically. Okay guys, so all of that. So if you don't know about this, go and hear about it, go and read about it and know some of these things. Okay, I was giving you guys a tip of the iceberg. Doesn't mean I'm going to continue to steer the ship. You need to steer what you want to know, your knowledge, your own wisdom. I only can give you some and then you can help yourself along the way. All right, kiss me teeth and pass. From there guys, we also want to talk about here Chris Brown allowed to return to U.S. As he awaits trial. So as you guys know, Chris Brown did behave real badly. They claim, say, London nightclub, attack 2023, read along. You know the story. Can't to read it out. It's right there in front of you. Do some of the work, man. So R&B singer Chris Brown will be allowed to return to the United States as he awaits trial for alleged badly attack. So why him go badly and bottle up the people? Attack in London nightclub in 2023. We are in 2025. Duh. Still happening like right now. Judge Tony granted change to the American musician bail conditions. When you have money, you got luck till you run out of luck. Basically, privilege, they claim. Well, I guess. Who knows? But anyways, he's allowed to return. Bail condition and change and all until trial fan out. Wow. Okay, moving on. Wrapping up this live, shall we? Then we want to bring to the big bad sprawler. The one that Addy, you guys daddy, claims say he's already done. He's the last man standing. Anyhow, Drake to appeal, not like us lawsuit. The judge said, go away from here. Bye. Out of my courtroom. See you next time. Rather, federal judge recently dismissed the musician cease. Kiss me teeth case against Universal Music because they found nothing about his stuff. Remember Kendrick Lamar beat him bad and said not like us and all these kind of story. And all of these kind of things. And there was a big lawsuit out here, right? Well, the judge said bye. See ya. It's just battling rap music, I guess. So this is what. So right now, he's trying to appeal it and said, yup, I am appealing it right now. Okay, guys? Even talking about Drake, went to the Vice Cartel concert. Got there just in time. Because you guys don't know me, I'm not going to go stand up in a party 6'5". I can't. You know, I paid to see the artist, want to see, get over it, blah, blah, blah. Wasn't really feeling it, but then when I realized 1 and 2 people was going there, they said, all right, then, okay, just come along. I said, okay, yeah, whatever. End up there, yeah. Performance, yeah. I just feel like when you're performing and people spend all of that money to get there, I just believe that you're supposed to be turning around. You're supposed to be like pacing yourself or pivoting yourself or pivot because, there's so much, the crowd is behind you. The crowd is at 2 on your side and then the crowd is in front of you. You just can't just focus at the front of the crowd. When you sing 1, 2 song, you have to turn to the other side and let the crowd sing out that part and you turn to the other side. And then when you're ready for say, pull up, or dash or that, you turn to the back and give the people them some more and say dash or that. That's the way how I think performance. But you guys claim say he's sick, he's ill will, him are the daddy, him roll the crowd, which lots of people, and I heard it was the first day, second and third, because I went the first day and the last day Mrs. Spice was there and everybody. So if you had your money, you could have go first, second and third. But when you just want to go to the first, then you just go to the first. But whatever. And not only that, the freaking highway was locked off and shut shut. So you have to just do back road on top of back road. So the length of driving, oh my, ouch. And the day after they opened the highway, and I'm like, obviously, because the baseball game are gone, basketball game are gone, all kind of things are happening, which the baseball playoff game wasn't there, but you know what I'm saying. Lots of people are enjoying going to the bars and all of that, and people want to eat them chicken wings and all of that. So you gotta open up that shit. But when it was us time, that nope, highway, back street, yeah, sit on in traffic, yeah. It was crazy. But if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But his performance, I will say out of 10, I will say 1.5 because you have to give the crowd. Although the crowd them went crazy, but I just feel like if people are spending their money, you cannot just focus at the front of the stage. You have to move around in the stage and pivot yourself so everybody get a little piece and a this and a that and a that. But who am I to say? I don't even know to crow or ah. Remember, if I sing a song right now, I don't know half of it. And remember more time when I rocked a 1 and 2 song, I mean like, yeah, dee da da, don't know half or 3/4 of it. So neither here nor there, or 6 of the other, or half of the other. Who knows, man? Kiss me teeth and pass, like literally. But overall, a little bit of fun, yeah. And not only that, if you need to walk with your belly, you better just eat popcorn, people, and the bar lock early because they go by rules and regulation. Yes. So if you drink one drink and you never buy 2 drink, don't think the bar is gonna open very long for you. As the party done, almost ready to done 11 o'clock. I think he came on party that he came on 9, and then bar and everything was locked by 11, 10:40. Yeah, it wasn't, yeah. And there was no jerk chicken, there was none of that to go with the music. Back in the days, people are keeping reggae music concert, all of that food, coconut water, everything to go with that. But when it's keeping dung vessel in the people them that don't look like ussa, and so people, you better hold some popcorn, maybe cotton candy, please and thanks, and hold your belly until you go to your yard. So that was on Sunday. So did you eat your food before you go there to go eat popcorn? I want some jerk chicken, kiss me teeth and pass. So now these days, people, I do it for the love and I do it for the money. Pick and choose which one you pick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. People are doing it right now for the money, not for the culture or not for the love. Really? Allegedly. Don't mix me. Anyways, moving on. I had to talk all of that in one. Move on, kiss me teeth and pass. Anyhow, wrapping up this live. Now, after we talk about that and we talk about that, let's move on. So we want to talk about he right here. Venice and Serena Williams launch family and all of this program, guys. And an excellent program. And I think this is going to go on with the two sisters launching their own thing. You don't really see them, collabing sisters thing. So that maybe this is going to be a good look for the Black sisters, the powerhouse couples. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, one of these sisters, this sister here, used to date Drake, and then Drake didn't even say let she be the baby mama or the wife. Drake said, nah, not at all. Remember the Drake story? I remember they say that it was a stripper girl, allegedly, and then it was a DNA test out here, and then bam, it's my son, and all of that allegedly. Don't mix me. So he used to date one of these girls, and it never happened at all. So these girls right now come out and say we're powerhouse and we're launching this. So go and check it out and support your Black and own all of that. Okay, moving on. We also want to talk about Lord, kiss me teeth and pass. What a disgrace on the nation. Now, Justin Trudeau, murder in Zion. Hey, now people, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry finally as a couple in public after he had to step down and resign of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister out here in love. Prime Minister out here with his heart beating. Put it up. Kiss me teeth and pass. Look, here ya. Yes, so nice. Back in the spotlight, decoding Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau romance. So a long time the wife, Sophie, may be crying out and say, you're cheating. But because you're the Prime Minister, I can't come out until they're separated. And look at no man, watching a man, gone from modern woman to pop star. Oh my, is that topping up a notch? Is that eating a bigger piece of the cake? Or we're just gonna kiss our teeth and pass and say, tra. By next year, we'll see. Yeah. We moving on. Kiss me teeth and pass. Let's moving on, people. What else I got for you guys? Man, I got. Let me see if I have anything more for you guys. Man, let me look it up. Let me look it up here. Let me look it here. Look it here. Oh, yeah, we do. Right here. Bum. Now you guys know the Confederate statue, torn down during anti-racism protests, has been reinstalled in Washington. Ouch. Yo, so we move 400 years forward. They drag us right back with the rope. Come here. Seriously. Are you kidding me? Like I told you guys, from that man, say forget about diversity and all of that versity, this by the lens. Look at man. Yeah, man. Look at this. Really? Really? So remember the statue of the Confederate general that was torn down and set on fire in 2020 during social justice protests in Washington has been reinstalled under the orders of who? Read it out loud, not me. Let me whisper it. Shout it out loud. So the man name who I'm talking about there, I won't say it loud because they say if you want to cross the border, keep his name out of your mouth because they will turn you back and possibly lock you up. So I'm not going to participate, not I. But look who said to put it back right up. After most of these diversity program has removed, Dashway kick out because he doesn't believe in none of that nonsense he claimed. Oh no, is it nonsense? And when all of these things are out and kicked out and not in place, who suffer the more? Who? Who? Leave it in the comment section. Like literally, guys. Moving on. Wrapping up this live, thank you for your time, When I have enough time, I come and play with you guys, drop a content, and all of that in one content. Yes? Moving on. Let me see what else I have for you guys, and then I'm gonna kiss my teeth, literally. Jump off of this like hopscotch and catch you guys another time. 1 second. Let's see, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to go in my thing here. All right. So I think I am gonna jump off of this quick and fast, yes? So I want to big up those who always come stop by and give me a strength and watch no matter what. I just want to say thank you for always waiting when I drop a content. And even if I drop a short and you watch it now and then, even if you don't watch the content right away and you tune in anytime or anyhow, I really appreciate you. Big up your nice, clean self, okay? Not only that, we also, when it comes to the topics, we always say we're here to respect and no disrespect. But nevertheless, remember at the end of the day, we're all humans and we're here to agree and you finish the rest. Kiss me teeth and pass. All right. What else? Give me some more. 1 second. 1 second, man. Let me find something else if I could find it. If I can't find it, just go kiss my teeth and pass. Like literally. I want to talk about one more thing. I think I speak about this already. I'm not sure, but I am gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna kiss my teeth and pass. Gonna kiss my teeth and pass on that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna literally kiss my teeth and pass. 1 second. Yeah, man, I am going to actually, 1 second. Anyways, I think right here. So right here is Hello Friday, it's Friday and I'm leaving you on the Friday. I want to say thank you very much for tuning in, no matter what I have over here going on. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my best, guys, to come on. Sometimes you guys will see me with glasses on, no glasses. Depends on my mood still. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do the channel when I just want to have important factors and important content for you guys to listen to. I really don't want this content or this channel to be baga and baga. Reason why? Because a lot of times when you do a lot of baga, you pull a lot of negativity on the channel and around you, and then it brings lots of negative people over here, which I don't want some of these people to be over here. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when you really think about it, if you when you're growing and you're going to grow into something else, you always have to remember the positive sides, because there's always many sides of us, right? So we always have to remember that. And at the end of the day, you don't know who's watching, so we gotta be mindful. So I really don't want to do the mix-up route, because mix-up route is a route that you can build your channel fast and quick, because that's what people want to see. Mix up, negativity, sell. But when you come with content and more time, one and two things, people don't watch. You know what I mean? But I like that. When the channel grows slowly, you have genuine people on the channel, and you have good vibes on the channel, and the channel will run in smooth and in a respect way more time. But one and two time, we'll drop one and two mix up where we say, okay, mix up Wednesday or careless Monday or blah blah blah. Sometime when I'm so busy and I don't really want to sit down like now and do a content with you guys, because it's a lot, and it takes a lot to do a real content, to be honest. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, guys, we also want to talk about content that a lot of people don't talk about, and we want to talk about things that are happening now, like right here, imminent, like right now, immediate, right now. Those are the things. Facts, not fiction. Actual, okay, factual, like right now. You know what I mean? And not only that, when we talk about things, we also want to do a facts check, because we always ding 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 on the check, because we don't know. We always come with our audio, we always come with the story, and it always pen out. You get me? But nevertheless, people, we're here to learn as well. And we don't know everything, but a lot of times we like to share one and two things. Yes, I know I chat enough. May I try to hold that down more time, but what would be the content if I don't come chat out the content? Yeah, it better I chat out the content more than do anything else that is not what it is, right? So more time is just good to talk, to let the lengthy of the content, or let the content be a little bit longer, in other words, I should say, rather. I want to say happy Friday. Not long weekend, maybe to some people, because it was Thanksgiving for us, but I think Thanksgiving already gone for America. If I'm not looking at the calendar, not checking the time, because when I'm home, people, I don't worry about time. The only time I worry about time is I'm gonna clock on the people them clock, or when I'm doing a one and two things that you have to push out, or you don't know that you have to make sure that you make your mark. When I'm home, clock run, leave me, cell phone throw one side and all of that, other than what I'm talking about it on it, or may I look for something on my phone, When I'm home, I want to be peaceful. So I hope you guys have a peaceful Friday night, peaceful weekend, enjoy your weekend, and do you do whatever you gotta do. And just remember, say Monday morning comes, whether you have to clock in and keep positive and keep ambitious and do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day, we gotta save for the rainy day. And remember, more time, if you don't clock in, we don't have nothing to get. And remember, at the end of the day, more time, you need your pension, because when you get old, more time you can depend on the youth them to look after you, because they have their own thing to do. So you have to make sure that every little you save, and you make sure that you pay you first. We want to work out here, not hard, but very smart. And to the ambitious people, then big up on a nice clean self. Thank you for stopping by. During the week, you guys are busy. I'm busy. So more time you guys don't get to watch the content. And when you guys see me more time, and just kiss teeth and pass, like me just gonna kiss teeth and pass like now, literally. Like, yeah. So I catch you guys in another time and another light. Peace and love until I catch you guys another time. And for the new subscribers, big up on a nice clean self. You guys are helping me with this channel to grow, and I appreciate it, because guess what? It's not all about mix up or drop over here. And for the channel is growing, that means most of the content than what I'm dropping, them are connect. And that's the greatest. Even if I don't get a lot and I get one and two, long as somebody gets something off of this content. Okay, guys? Peace and love until I catch you guys another day. I'm out.